Okay guys, so on today's vlog we will be talking about how much it costs to get your Ghanaian residency. But before that, I am going to go up the street to grab some coconut water, fresh coconut stuff for myself. So yay, just left home. Kind of show you what my neighborhood looks like. Okay, on my way. This is where I live. Look at all the kids, they're so cute. Like, what is she doing? I'm vlogging. Okay, okay.
Wow.
Pretty, so beautiful. So I think, and this is Ghanaian money, I think my coconut is either 2 Cedis 50 pesos or 3 Cedis. It depends on what. Yeah. Okay, how much? Okay. Sorry, can't give you money with my left hand. So guys, it's official. Your girl is a Ghanaian resident. I am so excited about getting my residency in such short time being here in Ghana. So that's what we will be discussing today. Okay, so let's get right into it. So when considering your residency, there are 3 major categories for those of us that are returning. I am also referring to blacks or Africans that are returning back to the continent. So the first category is diasporans. So those are more so the brothers and sisters that were taken during the transatlantic slave trade. And then you have those with ECOWAS passport coming back into Ghana. And then other nationals. So other nationals falls is pretty much those that falls under, let's say, white Americans, Indian Americans, or it can be Indian Europeans, so forth, or Europeans, and then also African naturalized U.S. citizens or European citizens. So for instance, if you're African and you became naturalized in the U.S., you fall under this category if you choose to enter Ghana using using your U.S. passport. Okay. So out of all of let me cover the fees first. So for diasporans, for the residency, the fee is 330 Cedis, and that equates to $54. For ECOWAS is 3,000 Cedis, and that equates to $500 US. And for others, nationals is 6,000 Cedis, and that equates to $1,000 US. Okay, so my recommendation would be for you to call up your aunts and uncle here in Africa, get your ECOWAS passport. Okay, just get an ECOWAS passport, please. Okay, and then other fees to consider is first your COVID test. Your COVID test is 200 Cedis, and that equates to $33 US or $32.83. Your medical exam or health assessment, that's 1,100 Cedis, 1,100 Cedis, and that equates to $182 US. And then your Ghana card, so your non-citizen Ghana card, that is between 730 Cedis to 770 Cedis. So that's roughly between 120 US dollars to 126 US dollars. Okay, so those are the fees for each I'm sorry, yeah, so that's the fee, those are the fees for each category, and then also the additional medical, COVID, and Ghana card fees. The requirement to get your residency. Okay, so you need a lease agreement or a land indenture. You need a bank statement that showcases that you're able to financially support yourself in the country. Also, if you have any other financial statements, let's say you work, you're receiving payment through PayPal, please print that out, present that to them as well. It will work out in your favor much faster. You also need 2 Ghanaian resident to vouch or attest on your behalf, your character, say, I know this person, she's awesome. All Beatrice does is mind her business, do what she needs to do, and give back to Ghana, okay? You also need a written letter explaining why you want to reside in Ghana, okay? So you need a written letter. So my letter was, it was thorough, it was good. And then you also need 2 passport photos. You need to have those with you when you go to immigration. And then the 2 Ghanaian resident has to be physically present with you at immigration when you go to start your residency process. Okay? And when everything is done, it takes roughly, I want to say, between 6 and 8 weeks before you receive your residency. Before they'll reach out to you and let you know, hey, everything's done, come pick it up. You go pick up your passport. Oh yes, they do take your passport, and they do keep your passport for the processing of the residency. And then they give you this, I don't know what it's called, but they give you this receipt, and you're supposed to keep that receipt and return that back to immigration before you're able to get your passport. So I guess it's just a retention, I don't know, slip or receipt and so forth. Okay, so we went over the fees and we went over the requirement. Now let's go over the process. So when everything initially started, a sister here from the diaspora, well, she's no longer in Ghana, she said when I first got here, she was like, hey B, I know how you can get your residency much faster, and I was excited, you know. It's all about building network, building relationships and so forth. So she referred me to Diaspora support, Office of Diaspora Support. First and foremost, my name is Beatrice Tayawo Zakwa, okay? So even if you're listening to my American accent, once you see the name, you know that I'm African, I'm West African. So when I went into Diaspora support, the first thing when he looked at my passport, he said he saw my full name, and then he saw where I was from, and then he told me that so well, this the office is actually for the brothers and sisters that were taken, you know, during the transatlantic slave trade. So the program is actually built for them to make things a little bit more easier for them as they're returning home. And I was like, oh, okay. So I don't want to go any further with that, but yeah. So that's how my journey started. One thing they ended up doing, they ended up pushing me and showing me the next step, what I needed to do in the next process, go to immigration and get everything taken care of. So I thank you so much, Office of Diaspora Support, for all of your assistance. Thank you so much. And let me say this. Office of Diaspora Support is located at Jubilee's house. Jubilee's house is equivalent to the White House in the US. So please keep that in mind if you do have an appointment or anything with anyone there. Just really keep that in mind. It's equivalent to the US White House. And you have to schedule an appointment before you can actually access the premises. So that's how my journey started, but I was directed to the next step of the process. So I went into immigration. The first thing you need to do when you get to immigration will direct you to get your Ghana non-citizen card. So I got my Ghana non-citizen card, and it's roughly between, as I stated, 730 Cedis to 770 Cedis. That was the first thing I had to get in the process when I started the process. So sorry if the fee, if it's a little buggy for me to remember the fee. And then the next process is pretty much everything. That means bringing your two Ghanaian citizens with you, having the application, the form, everything filled out, having all of the documents. They will give you a checklist. Immigration will give you a checklist of all the documents you need. If you have children, things like birth certificate and different things. Yeah, different things apply to different people. But for me, pretty much almost everything I listed was what I had to bring in. So have everything, okay, all the requirements with you, okay? And then once everything is filled out, once the immigration rep assess everything, make sure all the document is there, the next step is your COVID test. Your COVID test is in a separate location that's actually not too far from the immigration building. So you take your COVID test. I want to say the COVID test is, your health assessment is contingent on a negative COVID test. Now, they didn't say that to me, but common sense would tell you that negative COVID test, you know, is contingent. So yeah, after your COVID test, which is 200 Cedis, after you pay, you wait on the result, you get your negative COVID test, you take that receipt into the medical office there on premise. What they do is they do a health assessment or a medical assessment. They do draw your blood. I'm freaking out. I'm afraid of needles. That's roughly around 1,100 Cedis. So you pay that, you get everything done, and you wait for your result. And then the next step is you take all of your receipt that shows that you've done all of your tests, and you take that back to your immigration rep. They reassess everything, and then you make your payment, and then they collect your passport. They hold your passport, and they give you a retention receipt. Okay, and then you wait roughly between 6 to 8 weeks. Then you get your call, and yeah, you go and get your passport, stamp with your residency. So that was pretty much my process. It was very smooth for me. Like I said, you know, someone referred me to somewhere that wasn't supposed to be there, but ended up working out in my favor because they ended up directing me through the next step. And I thank you to the sister that referred me. So if you're going under the Diaspora Support, there's a sister named Yad. Check out Tiffany's YouTube channel. She has all of the details on there. So if you go through the Diaspora Support, you need a letter from Diaspora Support. After that, you would reach back out to Sister Yad, and then once all of your documents, everything you have is in order, she's the one that takes everyone to immigration to get everything done, or the next step. But for me, my situation is a little different because I am a naturalized U.S. citizen. I am West African. I was born in Liberia. Both parents from Liberia. Nimakante all day. I'm sorry, I don't know. Want to be gangster on camera? I'm not gangster. But yeah, so my process was very smooth. And yeah, it's all about connection, you know, fostering a great relationship and so forth. So yeah, thank you so much, Ghana. Thank you for making everything smooth, very easy. Since I've been here, everything I've been working towards have manifested. So thank you again. And to the bloodline, I want to thank you always, okay, for your love, for your support. Nothing is possible without you. I see you, see me, see you. Okay, to the bloodline always, thank you. And to all my Nibadians, my northeastern Liberians all day. You're not. Oh, I know. So yeah, thank you again. Yeah, so that was pretty much my process, and I will list everything in the description so you can kind of see the fee for every category. So remember, if you're coming in to West Africa, please bring in your try to come in with your ECOWAS passport, or reach out to your family member and get your ECOWAS passport, because as you can see, the fee is a little bit more, is inexpensive if you have your ECOWAS passport versus when you enter in as other, the fee is a little bit more steep. Okay, thank you so much, Ghana. Bye.